An allegation of bias against a judge,
on the basis of prejudgment,
is a serious matter,
not the least because it carries with it the suggestion
that the judge has failed to honor his or her judicial oath. Apartheid was legal.
Slavery was legal.
Colonialism was legal.
Legality was a matter of power,
not justice. Section 33 of the Charter asks the judge to interpret the Charter and other laws according to human rights.
Section 36 of the Charter asks the judge to make declaration of inconsistent interpretations.
Tomasevic v. Travaglini, 2007, VSC 337, Justice Bell opinioned that it was the duty of the presiding judge to assist unrepresented litigants in accordance with the Charter and UN treaties.
The failure to do so is an attack on the integrity of the courts and the rule of law.
Federal Judge Alexander Sandy Street, newly appointed by Attorney General George Brandeis, rejected almost every migration appeal.
100% of Judge Street's cases were handed down on the spot.
Funneling unpopular decisions through one or two judges, without proper judicial review, is a popular tactics of a corrupt system.
We rejected the applicant's characterization of the proceedings
as a public interest test case,
or one which was aimed at preserving public confidence in the judiciary.
Chief Justice James Alsop, Susan Kenney, John Griffiths. Your inalienable right to be heard in a court of law
by competent, independent, and impartial court or tribunal
after a fair and public hearing.
A nobody that you are.
You have the power to change the system,
one ripple at a time.
Two Aboriginal men had the chance to better themselves and their peoples by applying the law.
Their failure to apply Section 33 and Section 36 of the Charter
to seek interpretation of the white man's laws
allowed the Star Chambers of Judge J. Forrest J., Genevieve Nihil, Anna Day
to vilify them by labeling them abuse of process, simply for seeking interpretation of the laws in the Charter
from competent, independent, impartial courts or tribunal.
But now they have put the lives of the public at risk
by aiding and abetting corruption and ineptitude from public officials,
by bringing about uncertainty in law,
by bringing the integrity of the courts into disrepute,
setting people up to fail,
and when they do fail,
allowing Peter Dutton and his mates to label people
inferior,
depriving access to health, education, employment,
access to courts and judicial process.
If you are invited to your courts
for them to deprive you of your liberty and or property,
you should seek to apply Section 33 and Section 36 of the Charter, or
via Section 109 of the Constitution,
Section 51 of the Constitution,
for your constitutional rights therein.
4. Access to health, education, employment,
access to courts and judicial process.
An allegation of bias against a judge
on the basis of prejudgment
is a serious matter,
not the least because it carries with it the suggestion
that the judge has failed to honor his or her judicial oath.